I want to talk about jealousy and why it's quite heavily linked to just ego and a spiritual side of things called Jaz Bell with an A in the middle. There's something with when you words are spells, so language are spells. So whatever you say is a spell in a way. It does something. It's not it it does something. And and people who are all in those realms are quite aware of that. I'm getting into it more and more, but you've got it's just like anything. It's just like a gun, right? The gun itself isn't bad or the killer or the problem. It's the one using the gun that is the issue or the problem or the killer, blah blah. So it's the same with all of that. When you look at spiritual warfare, that's why it's very apparent. It's it's literally like a gun. It all depends on the person behind the gun and the reason and the intentions and the wants and the needs and the desires and the desperation. The you could I'm yeah, I've got to stay. It's that simple. So you've got witchcraft, which goes both ends. You've got healing and you've got destruction, destructive. It's got healing energy and destructive energy. Those who want to build and those who want to destroy. The analogy tends to be a lot of those souls took this option of the world exploited me, so I will exploit the world. The world hurt me, so I will hurt the world. And the good expression is the opposite, is the world hurt me, so I'm going to heal the world. The world destroyed me, so I'm going to build the world better. The world hurt me, so I'm going to be better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to feel better. I'm going to see better. If everything was normal and mundane, then I wouldn't see the yin and yang opposite spectrum of what the joy can feel like. Well, if the pain can be this bad, and it's not like none of us have gone through all the good feelings either, but that's the point. The more you love, the more you'll ache. Uh, it's it's that transaction of yin and yang. The more pain you feel, the more joy and happiness and sorrow. It's just it's like it's all there to balance out the scales, because if not, then everything would just become repetition, be the same, nothing unique, ordinary. You know, your feeling has a big point of connecting the memories. If you're absolutely loving life, memory. If you're hating life, it blocks that memory, like a deep depression. Not like when you're in a heavy trauma state, that's a memory. It sticks because you need to remember that. So you it's the you forgive but don't forget. You know what I mean? So you forgive yourself for being in putting yourself in that position. You forgive yourself, yeah, for putting yourself in that position, for being a fool at the time. But we're all fools always. Mistakes is literally a catalyst for evolution. If you made no mistakes, or you weren't uncomfortable, then what need would you have to improve anything? You would just maintain. And I've learned the maintenance life is not a fun life. Not a fun life at all. Life, you do the bare minimum for everything to just get by, and it's just not enjoyable. It's like food has to be done really quick. Everything has to be quick and as minimal effort as possible. And that, because of that, that kills your chemicals that release in your body and your brain to stimulate you. So they talk about dogs and needing stimulation. Animals, we are an animal. We need the same things. We need to go out. We need to have walks. We need to play. We need to have fun. We need to have joy. We need to love. We need to feel appreciated. We need to appreciate. We need to feel grateful for things, and gratitude, vice versa. Like, we need to feel all of these things. Else, if we don't feel whole. We feel empty. We feel like we're missing something, missing things, missing everything. When really, we're just missing some movement in the direction that we want to move in. Whenever we want to move. Wherever. Once you get past external validation, so using other people's opinions to your advantage and disregarding all the disadvantage. So most people aren't going to know you truly, so their opinions are surface level criticism, which you can still take the good bits from, disregard the bad. You don't need to get upset or mad or take it personally. Just take it as like whatever's being said could have good information, good material, gold, a little trinket to help you just function better, see life differently. And when you do that, the walls go down, you just listen, and you find even though they don't know you, there's still a lot of sense in things. And those that know you more, those opinions matter more because they know you more. And because they know you more, they can give a more accurate representation and feedback. The main one is, depending on how you react, will dictate how open people are with you. If you're very defensive, very like, or don't take it very well, you're not, they can sense that you weren't very happy with it. They're not going to be open. But if you're an open, non-judgmental, understand you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody can ever be perfect because we can always do better. That's beautiful. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Life would be boring if there was nothing to do, nothing to improve, nothing to, if you've done it all, or you've already reached the peaks. What's the point? What is the point? You just sit there like you do on everyone's played Minecraft. So many people played Minecraft, and you've got to a certain point, and you're just like, oh well, sort of done it all now. Now what? That's impossible here. That's impossible here. There's too much. There's too much, and there's too much like happy stuff to do, good stuff that you love and enjoy, and you just get lost in it. You're fully yourself. You're lost in it. You're just yeah. That blissful feeling we all yearn for, and it's just on the doorstep of doing what we want to do. And sometimes that takes just a little bit of just going on your own, because you've got to start somewhere. It all depends on the company. If you're in company, or you're comfortable in your own company, it all depends on where you stand. If you're comfortable in your own company, then put yourself in situations where you feel comfortable and you can talk and be anything and do anything. If you're uncomfortable in your own company, I suggest just Yeah. Doing the things that you love in your own company, on your own, and just letting yourself be you. And then every now and again having some breaks. Like every hour, be the old man and sit down and sharpen your axe. And just have a little think. Have a banana. Have a little snack. Have a little sit down and just be like, yeah, that's fun. I'm going to continue doing this, or maybe I'll try this, or I want to do that, go down here, do this route. You know, reassess your options, see what's going on in. See what you want to experience next. Be free, be an open palette. Don't be set to just one thing, one topic, one passion. You're multifaceted. You are not one thing, you are not one title, you are not one name. You are everything. Remember that. Like they say, oh, be realistic. Remember your limits. Remember, I say, we set our own limits. Mine? Limitless.